Hello everyone on YouTube, this is Lewis Trans, aka L25, aka Lewis JM, and here I am with another video walkthrough of a video game park, amusement park actually. This one though is a different one because this is like a full-on walkthrough of a huge map area. See, what this is called is the park. This is based loosely around an Mmorpg game known as the Secret World, I think it was called. It came out in 2015 when there was like an amusement park in like one of those DLC maps of a amusement park that was haunted. So yeah, it's one of those. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you around the park from its entrance to some of the rides. Though I do want to warn you, I'm just gonna skip like certain parts of it, like say getting on those said rides, since they might contain spoilers. So fair warning. Alright, now why don't we just start the game and see what we can do. Okay, so here we are at the entranceway to the park, and as you can see, you play a mother with a little child right here. There he is. Kinda cutie. But your objective was to find a teddy bear lost in the park, but then he kinda runs off on his own and just simply get through it so much. And then you have to find him, which is gonna be a bit much. So this here is what the name of the park, Atlantic Island Park. Don't know why the bottom says bingo, but I'm pretty sure that there was a reason behind it. So Atlantic Island Park is like a park that was built on, I don't know much, but it could have been an ancient Indian background or something, I don't know. But as you can see, it does look very detailed. Amazing how they put like one section of the park with the one section of a game into an actual game. And the details look pretty nice. Although it might continue as the game progresses, so that's the entrance. Now there's going to be a cutscene there, so I'm going to skip that because it might spoil too much. But we'll continue when I'm inside the park for just a moment. Okay, so we're now inside the park. We just passed the staff-only room. And as you can see, it's an escalator up to the actual park. You can see the sign here of this guy. Goes by the name of Nathaniel Winters. I think the creator of the park. Though I think it's a little bit iffy considering the situation. Let's head on out to this park and show you what they got.
There's something special about the entrance to an amusement park. A line drawn between the real world and the world of whimsy within. On this side, the apathy of our everyday lives. And on the other, anything we might dare to dream. It's no wonder Callum ran back inside. I wouldn't want to leave either.
Attention employees, the park is now closed. Have a safe journey home.
What happened here?
Yeah, things went down to shit once you go up the park. So basically, they tried to take some interesting tropes from abandoned amusement parks and put it in an actual game. And as you can see, it does look pretty good. Okay, so here's the map of the park.
It's easy to get lost here.
Of course, they got like a lot of stuff here and there. You got the sideshow alley, the House of Horrors, the Tunnel of Tales, the Octron, Ferris wheel, bump cars, and roller coaster. We're gonna be going checking out each of these rides and hopefully see what interests us.
Come back.
You can't catch me.
Alright. Alright, this is the first attraction that was presented to you, the House of Horrors, which is mostly a haunted house area. Of course, this is gonna be at the end of the game, because you're gonna need a flashlight. If you don't get a flashlight, well, let's just say it's not gonna be easy for you to get by. Anyways, we'll just pass by this level. But it keeps on getting really, really sadistic, as you can see, like little writings here, and let's just say it's not going to be a good time at this little park. Okay, as I continue to walk, let me give you tips. From what I was able to read through, the place is located in Solomon Park, which I'm pretty sure is like a cursed area, which I can understand why it's in why they had to put an amusement park. But I guess it makes sense as to why it happened. But it does seem a little weird.
I think this belongs to Callum.
And of course, there's like a character here called,
Chad the Chipmunk, huh? Just a drunk guy in a suit.
yeah, Chad the Chipmunk. And as you can see, that they have like a couple of, his idea was to be an ice sculptor for the following locations. But apparently some guy went a little stir crazy and completely kill anyone who he sees fit. You can see a little rhyme in the side of it that's a little creepy on some occasions.
Hello?
Come on, Mommy.
Yeah, look, there's like a lot of other stuff here, but I don't want to be wasting my time reading. But I'll read it again when I get around. Alright, so running down. So this is going to be like the next ride. Right here. It's called the Tunnel of Tales, which is mostly Tunnel of Love, but this time directed for children and mostly based on the children's novels.
Come on,
This-
Mommy.
Callum, come back here right now!
Which is kind of cool. Though it's gonna be part of a story, so I'm just gonna have to skip this. Now I am going to continue with this after I get on the ride, so give me a second while I get this out of the way. Okay, so just got off the Tunnel of Tales. Like I said before, it's pretty much story based, so I don't want to spoil too much. Anyways, let's just continue on with the ride. Like I said, it's mostly a kid's ride, so nothing to feel ashamed about. Alright, let's find where the kid is at now. Now it's going to be a bit of a long walk, so I'm just going to have to do a quick sprint just to get through most of the park. It's not that easy trying to get by, but yeah, whatever.
Another accident. This place.
Yeah, it does get scary on a few occasions, but that's just nothing. Now, okay, that was a bit unexpected. Now, as I said before, this game is based loosely on the Mmorpg Secret World. So you could see like certain parts of the park that are familiar. Like this one right here.
Hello?
This is called the Octagon or whatever they call it. Okay, I think the name's here. Octotron or something.
This old thing used to make the blood run to my head. Make me dizzy. The guy just snapped. Those poor kids.
So basically the Octagon is like a spinning ride where you have to go around and get a little dizzy on a few occasions. There are a few of the various occasions where you have to have a light stomach or a light snack because you don't want to get yourself vomiting all over the place. But it's not much of a problem.
Oh, I remember this.
It does look like the kid doesn't want to be with the mother. Got a bad feeling about it.
I can't get on while it's moving.
Of course, you need to slow that thing down a bit. It's just... mostly you have to interact with it until it makes a stop. There we go. Now, normally I would want to get on the ride, and stop this camera, but I do want to show you the enemy of this game. I think it's important to see what's going on. It's nice to see like a good old-fashioned ride, going around and around in a circle. So basically, there is a main villain in this game, the same type of main villain that was on that Mmorpg DLC. Just give it a minute, and you'll see the bad guy. There he is. Now that was, of course, Mr. Winters, and he's pretty much an insane person. Downright insane. Yeah, apparently he got into like some kind of old folklore. So, yeah, he sort of lost his mind.
Treachery hides in thoughts. Treachery that lashes like a whip and scars our insides. The first time I saw Callum, my thoughts betrayed me. I looked down at this wrinkled, red, falling thing and I thought, is that it? We build our world from expectations, and the world that I had built for Callum was no different. He was so real, so there, and so far from my expectations. They shattered, and as they fell in pieces, that one treacherous thought became a new foundation. All of the love that we shared, all of the warmth and goodness that followed, built on a single traitorous thought.
Yeah, it certainly gets scary. Alright, so let's continue on with the park. Yeah, my main question is about this character that was on that ride over there. I don't know what that thing was supposed to be, but it is borderline creepy. But, I guess sometimes you gotta have a little scariness in your little park, especially when it's cursed.
Wait for Mommy!
Alright, moving on to the next ride over here. The little bumper cars.
Constant crashes and 80s music. Guess it floats someone's boat.
Yeah, it kind of floats my boat. I usually go on the bumper cars myself, and it does tend to get a little dizzy. But you know what? It's all fun and good. So I'm just gonna show you this part of the ride. Well, basically a little cutscene. You can see what's really going on. If I could find a way through. Just give me a second. I need to figure out how to get by. Oh, there we go. Guess you have to click on something. Yep, definitely creepy. Now I did say that there are spoilers, though I gotta warn you that not all spoilers are a bit of a shocker, especially the shock therapy. But there is one little tidbit I want to show off. That could be a little bit of a shock, in a literal sense. So let's take a look. Now basically your objective is to head on down here where there's like a one bumper car with a light going on. And it does say that there was like a little accident for the bumper car reports. But then, wait for it. Boom! That nearly gives you a bit of a scare. But that gives you a clear clearance for the next part of the ride, which is up there. The Ferris wheel. Now from what I understand, this said Ferris wheel is a bit of a big one. Now I've seen like plenty of big Ferris wheels, so I understand the majority of it. But the biggest Ferris wheel could be a bit of a
It's a matter of
redundant
public
area.
record that I am a failure as a mother. Once, when Callum was very small, I left him asleep in the car while I ran an errand. Don't even remember what it was. When I came back, the sheriff was standing next to the car, watching my boy through the window. I didn't like what I saw in his eyes. Judgment. He wrote me the ticket without saying a word. Just the scratch of his pen on the notepad. When he gave it to me, our eyes met. I know what you're going through. My daughter, Helen, she just gets some help. Help was a bolt of lightning. Help was 1,000 volts surging through my veins. Help is agony. I'd rather die. I wanted to scream. I'd rather you pulled your gun and shot me. But instead my mouth said, yes, Sheriff. Alan, where did you go? Where are you? Callum?
Does get a little weird. Of course, now that I have to go on this ride, I have to stop this video just so we can get by with a few extra things. Okay. Again, this could lead to some spoiler territory, so let us not cause any problems. Just give me a second and then I'll get off that ride. Okay, so I got off the Ferris wheel. Of course, it was just mostly her trying to tell her life story, but it does kind of spoilers. So anyways, after you get on this little Ferris wheel, you find like something close by.
Callum? Callum!
Right over there. Basically, it's the progression of the game, because you're gonna find like a ticket over there. And then, of course, one of the little cars crashes through and gives you a passageway. Kind of a fun one. So let's continue on with this little nightmare fuel.
A lot of people idolize their children. You hear them talking about their kids and just the way they talk, their fucking voices make me want to vomit. My angel likes to read, and little Johnny is so good on the piano. Fuck those people! You give up 9 months of your life carrying them, you traumatize yourself giving birth to them, and then you spend the rest of your life as their slave. Wiping asses, mopping a piss, feeding them, little life-sucking monsters who take and take and take until... we all go insane. Any parent who pretends otherwise is just dishonest. That's called choice supportive bias. I am honest. Callum really grinds my gears, and he owes me everything. Everything. It'd serve the little fuck right if I just abandoned him.
Yeah, apparently the mother's getting more pissed off about the kid. So anyways, here we are at the roller coaster area. Not much of the upside down loop-de-loops type of roller coasters with corkscrews, but one of those old school type of roller coasters. Though I gotta admit, on a little tidbit, this kind of reminds me so much of Adam the Woo, because all he does is like going to walkthroughs of abandoned places, mostly amusement parks. If you want to know more, go on Adam the Woo's channel on YouTube. He has like multiple places that he looks around. The most popular one was, of course, the Six Flags New Orleans when the Katrina flood happened. So that was one of my favorites. So, anyways, why don't we get on this little roller coaster and see what's gonna happen? Of course, I'm gonna have to pause.
I wanted to ride this one. Never got around to do it before.
Of course, I'm gonna have to make a quick pause of this one because it's gonna give you more story. So you might as well have to bear with me on that. So I'll get back to you in a bit, and then we'll see what happens. Okay, so I got off the roller coaster. Of course, more to story. So yeah, I gotta admit, the roller coaster's not much of a extreme thing. Sure, it's extreme, but doesn't have much of corkscrews or loops. So I'm gonna continue going uphill and finding a way. I think that was like a little service area close by. Yeah, that's the one over there. Of course, you can't get through. Mostly an observation area that shows off like the park. So can't help it. All right, let's just hurry on down to the last part of the park, which is the sideshow. This is where you see like mostly rides, carny games, food. Yeah, it does get a little weird.
The whole town was shocked by that one. Never found out who did it.
Yeah, this is like one of those little jump scare marathons, left and right. It does have some weird stuff. Pickled punks, whack-a-jack. It's a little weird. And this is good. This is a good one. This is a mostly jump scare fest.
Poor bastard. Who did this to him?
Give it a second. Now. Hi there. How are you? Yeah, that was the chipmunk. That was a brutal, cold, heartless killer. Unfortunately, I don't think I can progress through unless I take some pills, which is located in the middle of this room. Right here.
These are mine.
Yep. It gets a little creepy. As you can see in some of those areas, but things are a little crazy. There's like a lot of writing here, so yeah, it's a bit much. This is pretty much an acid trip. Fun acid trip, but an acid trip nonetheless.
Don't touch me.
Forgive me, Callum.
Okay, looks like we're gonna get into this nightmare fest. Ooh, that had to hurt. So yeah, that sort of puts an end to that little trip. But hey, it was kind of fun. And I kind of ended the little nightmare. At least not too much. Anyways.
The park is a collage of contradictions all of its own. Millions of people die every year in car crashes. And the park has little cars designed specifically to simulate that action. Hear the children scream with joy. In the sideshow alley, you can walk away with 15 cents worth of mass-produced Chinese teddy bears, while a grinning carny pockets your hard-earned $5. What secrets lie beneath the sullen waters of the lake? The tears of jilted lovers, the soiled condoms of illicit affairs, the clotted blood of the lonely suicide. And the face of the witch looms over it all. I always despised her toothy grin and warty nose. I hate that sparkle in her weathered, watchful eyes. I think Callum is waiting for me. Inside.
Yeah, I think that's it with the park. I gotta admit, it's not much of a scare fest. We watch enough YouTube videos and you know what's really going on. But regardless, it seems kind of okay. The main downside of the park is that you don't die in here. This is mostly like a walking simulator, and there's not much of death to go around with it, especially when you reach the haunted house, which is mostly PT, but I don't want to spoil too much. So, yeah. Yeah, at least Layers of Fear, at least it gives you a good scare and you have to... And you technically die, but this one has none, so there's not much of an issue to go along with it. So, yeah, if you want to play this game, I recommend you play it once just to see it. Otherwise, there's nothing special about it at all. So yeah, that's it with the park on the Xbox One. I'm pretty sure there's like other games that have this, other consoles that have this, maybe PlayStation 4. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like and or comment, and stay tuned for more. # where are the good cartoons?